Hello, I'm John, the executive producer here at Final Show Films. I got a few notes for you before the show. First, I want to thank you all for watching. We couldn't do what we do or the amount of things that we do without the support of you, the viewer. If you want to support us financially, which we always appreciate, you can go to our Patreon page at patreon.com/fsfilms, where you can donate as little as $1 a month to help us continue this and all the things that we do. I want to give a special shout out to our $25 supporters, Antitonic, Waterflame, and Samantha Bates. Second, I want to let you all know that we here at Final Show Films are planning a little get-together up at Gen Con this year. That's August 2nd through 5th up at Indianapolis. We're going to be up there just sort of hanging out, enjoying the con, spending time together, and if any of you guys want to come up and say hi, please feel free. We don't bite unless you want us to. And if you enjoy whatever it is you're about to watch or listen to, be sure to check out our website at finalshowfilms.com, where you can find links to all of our other content, both podcast and video. And be sure to follow me at John A. Bates on Twitter for more updates on all of the content we're creating in the future. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Breakverse. I am Aaron, your GM, and with me today we have Jeremy.
Hello, I'm Jeremy. I am playing Click Clack, Kinker Rogue.
And Kat.
I'm Kat, and I'm playing Scott, the Wood Elf Barbarian Cleric.
And Jack.
Hey everybody, I'm Jack, and I'm playing Ragnar Einherjar, the Dwarven Paladin of Conquest.
And Anti.
Hi, I am Antitonic, and I'm playing Kasi, the Naga Sorcerer.
Alright. So. Last time on Breakverse, the semifinals of the tournament in the Silvered Peaks proceeded. A trial of sorts, cloaked in large amounts of fey magic and strange majesty, where our tournament contestants, including our party, compete to earn a favor, a boon from the fey dragon that presides over this place, and their silver dragon partner. Silver dragon, not silver. Same difference, partner. Both Click Clack and the group that is competing together, consisting of Sylvester, their blood hunter ally, Wolfina, who's played by Steph, who's not here this week, Alistar, who's played by Navarin, who's not here this week, Ixka, who's just introduced herself, played by Kat, and Karsi, played by Antitonic, who's also just introduced himself. Managed to successfully complete their semifinal, as did Click Clack, though his came with some bumps and intrigue. After witnessing the other group semifinal, where a long staring contest was won by Drow smashing things very hard with some maces, it has become Ragnar's turn.
Heyo!
Ragnar, as you head out onto the field, make me just a perception roll.
Okay. I'm very good at this. Actually, I'm surprisingly good. 19.
As I realized that the thing where Roll20 wasn't letting me make character sheets will also impact my ability to use the character token.
Uh-oh.
Your Roll20. fix that at least. Yeah. So, as you walk in and your opponent walks in on the other side, you spot that these sort of stone columns all around that you have seen before now seem to have, from what you can see at the moment, small holes lining the bottom edge of each of them.
Oh dear.
You don't necessarily know what that's for, but you would notice it there with your roll.
Okay. Holes are not great. Holes let things come out of them, and generally sharp things.
Mm-hmm.
Or gaseous things. Either way.
And she is not that big. But you do have an opponent. Your opponent has sort of light bluish skin and bright blue hair. Her eyes seem to be glassed over, though the way she holds her head seems to indicate that she can see. Her dagger flips between her finger. You're seemingly very familiar with the weight of it. As she looks to the announcer and to you, the announcer starts up. Welcome, one and all, to our final semifinal. Yes, get excited, folks. It's your favorite. The lady questing for lost love and desperation, tournament after tournament, and time again. And Lady Celesphone of the Tundra in the third continent. And from somewhere, for some reason, Ragnar Einherjar.
That is the best intro. Somewhere for some reason.
I don't believe Ragnar gave them a motive to sell him with. So they're going with what they've got.
No, that's legit. I just...
Ragnar will size her up a little bit, kind of glance up and down, spit on his palm. Alright, let's do this!
For this tournament, the announcer sort of throws several glittering sticks into the air. Collect 3 rings or knock out your opponent. But before you begin, there's a twist. No trying to complete the objectives until we've set the stage. And Ragnar, you hear a hissing sound. And you see water pouring out of those small holes. Seems to be very quickly filling the arena.
Okay. Alright. And are these sticks just like on the ground, which will soon be covered with water?
They seem to be on the ground. There's 3 of them in bright colors, red, green, and blue.
3 apiece or 3 total?
3 total.
Okay.
And you have to collect all 3 to win.
Alright. Which one is closest to me?
So, you did hear no trying to complete the objectives until the stage is set.
Right.
Okay. The one that's closest to you would be the green one. I think you should be able to see all of them.
I'm still on the map, the big map screen.
Apologies. I had to move it.
There we go. Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna actually change the color of the green one, because when it was on the jam layer, I didn't realize how unclear that color is on this map.
Okay.
But it is still right here.
Oh, and let me see if I can switch us to the battle booth. Hey.
Oh, that's cool.
We are way zoomed in, though. Okay.
As you're looking around, the green one seems to be closest, and the water level does seem to be rising quite quickly.
Alright. I'm just looking around to see when they're gonna give me the go-ahead to get started.
Okay. Yeah. You see her backing up and sort of climbing up onto this pillar across from you. This one, probably. And just sort of sitting there waving to the crowd, who genuinely seem to be very invested in her success.
Okay, well, let them. I don't care.
Okay, so the water level is definitely reaching your chest at this point.
Alright, I'll follow suit and see if I can get up on this pillar here.
Yeah, just roll me an athletics. Shouldn't be all that hard.
25.
Yeah. Yes, you make the DC 8.
Climbing chain. Okay, good. Scramble.
And sort of as you scramble up, you see that was probably a good idea as the water level surges to about 10 feet. The water's bright and clear, and it's incredibly easy to see all three of these things that are underneath at the moment. But they are beneath the water's surface.
Okay.
The water comes up just to the edge of the platform you are standing on before, or it stops increasing. And fight!
Alright. I suppose, which is when I roll some initiative. Yep. 19! I'm going before click.
Doesn't seem like it's sent to the tracker. At least I can't see it. But
I'll roll it again and see what happens. That's weird. Yeah, it won't take my...
Okay, I'll just add you to the turn order. And add her. Alright, seems like she's going slightly before you.
Okay.
So yeah, this woman will clasp her hands together. Fate smiles upon me this time, my beloved. I will gain what we need. And as she clasps her hands together, you see the water beneath her feet start to freeze into ice. The wind around her whips up into a cone of darkness, or not darkness, sorry, a cone of freezing air. It's not particularly humid, but you can still see slight, almost snowdrops starting to materialize around her. Apparently, that does not actually require an action to turn on. Possibly because it's not ever supposed to be off. My bad.
So she's a frosty one.
She is, and I believe you should be able to see her aura.
Yes. That's gonna be fun.
And having turned the ground around her to ice, she will Yep. He will step over there. I really hate not being able to roll easily from these character sheets.
Now, question. If she's turning everything around her to ice, does that not mean that the thing is underneath solid ice?
It does seem to.
Okay.
She doesn't seem particularly troubled by that, though. Oh, as he walks along, confidently standing directly above one of these sticks, and you can see in this incredibly clear water, there's almost like a line where her magic extends to, and essentially a sphere of ice on the water part of it, where it's like, this is completely water. And it's frozen here.
Right, and then it's solid.
And that seems to extend down far enough to freeze one of the sticks that is now beneath her.
Okay.
And she's still got her action. So she's gonna cast something that you probably don't recognize.
Probably not. I don't recognize most things.
Yep. She seems to place her hands along and cast something on herself.
Okay.
And it is your turn.
Alright, so first thing Ragnar's gonna do is dive down in here and grab the green one.
Ragnar, you're wearing heavy armor, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
And shove it inside his breastplate.
That is easy enough to do.
Okay. Now he
So
can
you're
hold
now
his
underwater.
right. He can hold his breath for a little while.
He can.
So he is going to attempt to dash to the red one now.
All right. It is difficult terrain as you are underwater.
Right. So he can move half his movement, which will put him there. And the green one is with him, even though it's still on the map. Okay.
I'll just delete that for now.
No
We can
problem.
Bring it back later.
And oh shit, I should have done this beforehand. Oh well, I didn't, did I? Let me see. Yep, nope. That's got a verbal component, so he can't cast that for a bonus action. Never mind.
Yep.
So that's his turn.
Okay. As I, on the side, look up the breathing rules, because apparently I closed them at some point. She is going to sort of smile and give a large sort of bow to the crowd, and you know,
Carsey's going to cheer.
she's gonna try and No, that perfectly fits. Okay. Ragnar, you see from above of ice just starting to fall into the water where you are.
Okay.
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
We're going to use a point of luck on that. 18.
18 will succeed. So no. Roughly planting it. Oops, sorry. She's not going to draw a line. She's going to use her ruler to show you where the radius of her spell is. Centered here. She has cast Ice Storm.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
Okay, so you take 4 bludgeoning damage and 8 cold damage as you did succeed.
I still have one of my temporary hit points left.
Yep.
Cool. Thank you, Alistar. Alright. And it's a 20-foot radius, so if she casts it centered there, she's inside it too, right?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
She doesn't seem to be coming out entirely unscathed, but it does seem like she probably knew that and has some natural resistance.
Yeah, that's fair.
She does kind of look like she's made of ice.
Right.
But for our audience, that's roughly what the... Who cares about being perfect?
That's okay. Ragnar does not mind.
Yep. And she's gonna keep concentration on that. And... just sort of in this hail that is occasionally hitting her, say something you cannot hear because you're underwater.
Is Ice Storm a concentration spell?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So she has to make a state save because she's standing in it. She's not exactly bright.
Okay, because I thought Ice Storm was an instantaneous. Like, it's just boom, and it doesn't last.
I could. Nope, you're right. I had the wrong thing pulled up. Or, actually, I just had 2 things pulled up.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. That is done.
Still, ouch. All right.
It's also difficult terrain underwater now, so that's still difficult terrain.
I was going to say, does difficult stack? Otherwise...
It does not,
okay.
But now there's rocks under the water.
Now it's water and rocks. Cool. Ragnar will then move to... Since even with difficult terrain, he's got enough movement to get to the red one, pick it up, and then dash to this pillar here.
Okay.
Can he attempt to climb it now, or does he need to wait until his next turn?
Given that you are underwater and it's going to be like pulling yourself up fully, that's going to take an action.
Okay.
That's going to take... No, sorry, that's going to take some of your movement. How much do you have left?
I've got like 5 feet left.
No,
Okay.
sorry. You
No
at
worries.
least need the movement to
Right.
climb up 10 feet.
Yep. I will wait till next turn then.
All right.
Now I've got 2 sticks.
You have 2 sticks. She has 1. Or rather, there is 1 that she is guarding.
And it's kind of encased in a solid block of ice, right?
Yeah, there's a solid block of ice inside of her aura.
Okay.
And she'll just sort of use her turn to wait for you, because she doesn't have much range.
Okay. Well, in that case, how far, honestly, is it? Yeah. Okay. He is going to use his movement to climb up the tower, if he can. Athletics?
Yeah, athletics. It shouldn't be that hard, but...
Okay. So we're up on the platform with a 24, I assume. And then he is going to try and jump to the ring. Because that's something that's walkable, right? The circle around?
Yes, though
Okay.
you will have to jump to get there, because it's pretty high above.
Would an 18 get me there?
Yeah.
Alright. So
You
that...
sort of latch onto the bottom of the ledge and
Right.
pull yourself up.
Okay. Alright. Oh. And let me check a thing to see what the range on this spell is now that I have a bonus action and can do shit. Alright. Actually, you play a ton of clerics. Do you remember the range on spiritual weapon?
20 feet. No,
It can
it's...
move 20 feet.
Yeah,
can
it
move
can
20
move 20 feet.
Right, but do you remember what the range for summoning is?
Want to say 30 feet, but let me check that real quick.
60 feet.
Oh,
Yes! This might be long enough.
60 feet would work.
Hey, she is 55 feet away. Perfect! Spiritual weapon, right here. Here.
We're
it's
just
not
going to
working.
ignore... I know that there is diagonal distance, but we're going to ignore it.
Okay.
Because diagonal distance and D&D don't get along.
Yep.
But, yep.
Okay. So she's got a spiritual weapon next to her, and he will attack her with that.
Okay, make your roll.
Does a 14 hit her?
No.
Damn it. Okay. Well, it's out. It's on the field, at least. Ah.
Yes, it is.
Just a big sword. Swing! Misses. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. The spell's already burned.
And there is a
Now
engine.
you can. Sorry, this is the person who really likes the cosmetics of their car.
Ah, gotcha.
I'm not entirely sure how that works, but I guess it's a thing. Yeah. So she'll sort of put out a hand. Really, little creature. Did you think that you could escape the waves so easily? And, yeah. 150 feet, because apparently she has range on all of the things I didn't want to use. And within a 40-foot radius, the ground becomes slick along the edge. The ice doesn't necessarily all harden over,
Okay.
but
It's just
Yeah.
slippery.
yeah. but it becomes... Look, Sleet Storm doesn't exactly say what happens to water.
It's true.
So there's some thin ice forming there.
Right. You ain't gonna be able to walk on that shit,
The
though.
edge of the arena is now quite slippery to stand on.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to do anything yet, unless you're concentrating on a spell, which I don't believe you are.
No, spiritual weapon is definitely a concentration.
No, it is absolutely.
Oh wait, no, it's not. No, it's not.
believe
No, it's not.
so.
That's right. It
I was
isn't.
gonna
It isn't.
say,
It isn't.
All of my characters are now fucked.
Nope, it's not.
But spiritual weapon's not a concentration spell, so the ground you're standing on coats over with ice, and she sort of smiles, beckoning to you.
That's why spiritual weapon is such a badass spell.
Yep.
Fuck's sake. Now there's two things making noise. So, Jack, you're...
All right. Well, we'll attack her with the spiritual weapon first before we try moving. 26. Does that hit her?
Yes, it does.
Okay. 9 force damage. And fuck it. We're gonna try and run around the side here. Which, at a dash, I would have 50 feet of movement. I assume I need to make a dex save or something to stay upright?
Yes, you do. As you start to move, you need to make me a dex save.
25.
That would succeed her spell save DC.
All right.
Due to sleet storm, the area is difficult terrain.
Okay, so I can only move half.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
That's okay. I stayed upright, and I got closer, and I hit her.
Yep.
Ragnar considers this progress. All right. So at a dash, he moves 25 feet, and he's used his bonus, so that's his turn. And he makes the same gesture back at her. Come at me, woman!
Throughout this whole time, for the record, Click Clack is not watching the fight. He's keeping his attention on Nicholas von Fuckface.
Nicholas Fun Fuckface? Why did I miss meeting this?
I have no bloody idea what they're doing, and I want to sincerely apologize to the ears of everyone.
It's not that bad. It is not like
Right.
punishing
Yeah.
to the ears.
No, it's not.
It's just it's audible, but it's not the worst.
All right. I have no idea how bad it's coming through for you guys, so I'm glad it's not unlistenably bad. See, her aura isn't long enough that if she moves, she can keep a hand on this thing. So... Now I feel stupid. She sort of... I'm just gonna make that a spell attack.
Okay.
Okay. You see a magic glimmering hand appear in front of you and sort of reach out, grabbing for where you shoved the
Underneath my armor? Okay.
she seems to be trying it. She just wants to coax you over to her.
She shouldn't have made it so hard for me to walk then.
She wants you over to her on your ass.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. And you feel the cold impact of this mage hand, and it leaves a frosty imprint into where it tries to pass through your armor, but it doesn't manage to grab onto anything.
He will wag his finger at her in a mildly disapproving manner. From his perspective, I mean, it's pretty much solid ice from her aura, right? Like,
Where there was water, at this point it seems to have gone to ice.
okay.
Around her more generally, it just seems to be fairly cold.
Okay. But from what he's looking at, I mean, probably treacherous footing, but it could potentially support his weight.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. Is the ground still slick? I assume, right?
The ground still seems to be slick.
All right. He will make another dex save and try and get closer then.
Cool.
Only a 14 that time.
That is going to fail. So Ragnar, as you start moving forward,
Floomp.
fall prone on this ice, and he sort of gives a stage giggle of entertainment and approval.
But does a 16 from my spiritual weapon hit her?
It would, yes.
Okay. For 12 force damage that time. Bam!
She seems to be taking the hits.
All right.
Cassie cheers again as Ragnar falls down, but stops as the weapon hits.
All right. He will spend the remaining half of his movement to get back up then, as an action. And try and get a little further.
Yep.
Does an 18 keep him up, right?
You only need to make the save once per turn.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
All right. That'll get him to about there.
Cool.
Slow going.
She is now pretty annoyed at the hand at your sword because ow.
Yup.
So there's some sylvan words and another ghostly hand comes at you. This one is not the same thing, so it's going to be a more traditional. Why won't you just tell me what the... If you tell me what the spell save DC is, great. If she has attacks that use a damage roll, tell me what that is as well. Fuck, a 10 misses you as this hand just soars right past. Alright. Here we go.
Okay. How much more of this terrain is slippery? Like, how much further does he have to go to get out of the ice?
You're about at the edge of it now.
Okay. If he can, then, he's going to dash... to say here, and then try and jump onto the ice, her ice thing.
Yep. It's gonna be a roll, but you can absolutely go for it.
Okay, athletics to jump, I assume.
Yep.
17?
Would make a 10-foot long jump. Yeah.
That's all he needs, and bonus action for the spiritual weapon attack.
So you land
that's
on
a crit
this
fail.
ice, which is distinctly and inevitably difficult terrain.
Right.
As your spiritual weapons, she is very aware of now.
Right. And gets right the fuck out of the way.
I'm quite sorry, but I can't afford to let you win. I do hate the grotesquities of this form.
Oh, shit.
And the wind around her wraps up the ice of her aura seems to coalesce along her body, and this screaming elemental visage, it transposes itself over the beautiful woman. And technically she's larger now, but we're not going to worry about that because that's complicated. Actually, no, I could probably get her token to resize.
Yeah, just grab the token.
Yeah. Cool. And
she's big and scary now.
And she's big and scary and elemental now. She seems... Right. She will sort of step towards you. The ice behind her starting to thaw, but not immediately. And I assume a 21 hits?
Yes it does.
Oh, no, she gets multi-attack.
Oh, good for her.
Oh, good.
Lex, it's not like she does that much damage. 14 misses.
Yes. Catch that one on the pauldron.
Alright, so you take 11 cold damage as this fist of base fury and ice crashes down upon you.
Okay. Does she look like it's going to be painful for me to hit her? Like, does it look like making melee attacks are going to injure me at all?
Roll me whatever you would consider an appropriate tactics roll for this situation.
Hey, that's a natural one. I've got no fucking clue. All right. We are going all out on this bitch.
You have no fucking idea, yeah.
All right.
You're definitely within her aura now, so that's affecting you as much as it will.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to have bothered you yet.
All right. No. Let me... Okay. Well then, if she's that close, we're just gonna smack her a couple times.
Yep.
Okay. First one's just gonna be a regular hit. 15?
15... Her AC changed. Fuck. $15 will hit.
Alright. Ignore the radiant. So 15, or ignore the second radiant. 15 radiant damage.
Okay.
Interspersed with the spiritual weapon. For a 20.
Yep.
10 force damage. And then one more Sunblade attack. 16 for 12 radiant damage. Bam, bam, bam!
Alright, you are eating away at this form quite quickly.
You big frosty bitch! Sit down!
And those second radiants, I believe, are for something else. Right?
Yeah, no, the secondary radiant damage only applies if she's undead. Is she undead?
No.
Okay.
Technically, she's both counts as an elemental and a fey creature right now, but neither of those
I was
are
gonna
undead.
say, I can't do shit against either of those.
Carsey boos from the stands.
Carson can get
Most
fucked.
of the crowd seems to be on your side. They seem to like her. She definitely knows how to play to the crowd, which you did notice in her previous matches.
Cluck-Clack is still watching Dickless von Fuckface.
Oh, I thought you called him Nicholas von Fuckface. That's
No,
even better.
Dickless.
Nicholas is his 10-year-old son.
Oh, okay. It's a very unfortunate last surname that family has.
Well, I would say blame Click-Clack, because
He's the one that came up with it.
I really hope that he just officially got that as his last name.
no, he has a name. He has a true name and a Fey title.
Did I happen? It might not be his Fey title, but did I just stumble on his real name?
What do you think? Okay, so 21 hits and 10 misses.
Yes.
I think I'm going to be aspirational and say yes.
Ooh. Okay, so she strikes out again, and 15 cold damage this time as her fist connects.
Okay.
Ow.
Yeah.
Take a quick look at a couple things. Okay. And okay. He is going to forego using the spiritual weapon and instead, as a bonus action, cast Divine Favor on himself and
Okay.
make his just his 2 attacks.
All right.
24, which will be
Yep.
plus the Divine Favor. 13 radiant damage on his first one. And a 25. $18 radiant damage on his second one.
Thought it doesn't seem like Divine Favor is concentration. Whatever.
It's not? I mean, he's got concentration available if he needs it, but I thought it was.
Check in your book. It's likely
Yeah, I will.
slightly more accurate than Roll20. Wait. Fuck.
Divine Favor. Yeah, concentration up to a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. So his concentration slot is now taken.
Yeah. She looks like she's not going to be able to maintain this form for much longer.
Come on, lassie! Stand up for yourself!
You have no idea what she roars in response. As she's gonna burn that. Get advantage on these. She still rolled a 10. Or, wait. She has a +8. Does an 18 hit you?
Just.
Okay. And a 23 definitely hits. So
Absolutely.
Yep. Ugh. 19 cold damage on the first hit.
Succeeds on his concentration save.
And 11 on the second.
Succeeds on his concentration save again. 11 puts us at... Okay. Ow. That's okay. We've got something to do with that. Okay. Bonus action. to attack with the spiritual weapon first. 15 hits her, right?
15 does hit this form, yes.
Okay. Plus divine favor, so that means a total of 10 force damage. And he will use his action to lay hands on himself. And he is burning the whole thing. Fuck you.
Okay. Let me check divine favor real quick. I'm sure you're using it right, but so spiritual weapon is not technically a weapon attack.
Oh,
So
okay.
you do not need
Then
divine
never mind.
favor for it.
Only 8 damage on that then.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No worries. Glad you're checking me on there. Yep, weapon attacks.
Paladin
okay. Good to know.
spells.
Good
Almost
to know.
all of the paladin specific ones are cool but underused.
Yes. Yes, they frequently are.
Alright. This form does not have options, so. Um, 11 misses and a 20 hits.
Yes.
Yeah. So this fist of cold energy comes at you, and this time you catch a sort of magical gleam on the end of it. It's seemingly something she has imbued into this strike.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Okay, so I just rolled very well. Take 19 cold damage.
Okay.
And make me a Constitution saving throw in addition to your concentration one.
Okay. So 19 cold. Alright.
How you doing
And-
over there?
I'm hanging in there. 26 for the concentration, so that's still up.
Okay, yeah.
16 for the second one.
That is just barely a success. As you feel this magical ice energy that seems to be the entirety of her ice form pressed into you. You start to take hold in your chest, and you start to feel cold and winded, but you just carry on through as she reverts back to her smaller form. Now just holding a blade in front of you. Not doing great, but doing better than she was, because that other form did not have much left in it.
Yep. Ah, that was quite a blow you struck there, lassie. Catch a few of these now! 2 strikes. And he's going to try and see if he can slip that spiritual weapon up behind her and just, like, shank her through a kidney or something, if possible.
Yep.
20
Make
to
your
hit?
rolls. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, this one is including the divine favor, since I just made a different one. So 10 radiant damage on my first strike. 15 hits. Or no. Because her
15
AC...
will now miss her.
Oh,
You think
okay.
you're making a good strike, but her form is much smaller now.
Yeah. So only one of those
That
hits.
block,
Yep.
so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ah, well done! See, you're a bit more nimble when you're smaller like me. Which is horrifically non-true, because he is not more nimble than anybody.
I'm pretty sure she has a dex.
Yep. I mean, he's got a dex. Specifically one. He has...
Yep.
Ragnar considers, what
and-
would it be like if you made your spiritual weapon just a huge middle finger?
That would be called
Bigby's hand.
Yeah.
Bigby's insulting hand. Alright.
I'm sure someone's done that. Like,
And he's going to try and maneuver around her to more of a this position.
Okay. Alright. As her turn begins, unless there's something else you wanted to do.
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, aside from your movement,
Mm-hmm.
I think you've used everything. As her turn begins, he sort of smiles at you. This form may be fragile, but it has many other benefits. I'm gonna need you to make me a strength save.
I'm gonna use a lucky on that one.
Okay.
21.
21 will succeed. As the ice beneath your feet forms these vines that grasp up at you. Almost entangling you, but you manage to break free. And she's gonna make her dagger attacks.
Dagger, 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 dagger.
1d30 is not the correct die to roll. 22 will hit, and a natural 20 is gonna hit.
Yep. Actually, I'll use my last lucky to make her re-roll that natural 20.
Okay. 15, I believe, will miss.
Yes!
Cool. That's fine. I didn't want to crit you anyway.
Lucky is the best.
Okay. So you take 5 piercing damage and 6 cold damage as this blade of frost shoves itself into your gut.
It's a keen little thing you got there, lass. Okay. It's time to start bringing some more pain. Has she got anything else, or does that look like she's got everything done for the round? Oh.
That seems like that was her full turn.
Okay. And Divine Favor is still present. Okay. So, my 2 strikes. 24, I'm pumping a Divine Smite into this one. So, 15 and 8. 23 points of radiant damage. Second one. Just a regular.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
Those are both hit. Ow.
8 plus... Didn't roll the... So 10. Alright, so it was 23 and 10, so that's 33 total, plus spiritual weapon... For another 10.
She is barely still in this. Okay. She will sort of look to you. I have to win. I don't have a choice. And make me a charisma save as the frost around her starts to radiate light.
Does a 26 help?
Yeah.
I have a plus 13 to my charisma saves. It's my best save. Sorry, warlock girl.
Oh, she's not a warlock.
Oh, okay. That makes my life feel better then.
Yeah.
She felt kind of
No, the other
warlocky.
one was a warlock. She's full on a fey creature.
Oh, okay.
And technically you have to make me that
Constitution
strength save again.
Oh, the
because
strength
you're
save
standing
again?
on her ice.
Okay. 14.
As you are entangled by these vines that manage to get you in the minute that you're blinking, the snow burst out of your eyes.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Does that make me restrained?
I will. It says as the entangle spell.
Okay, I think that does
So-
mean restrained. Then I'll check.
Yeah, you're restrained.
Okay. My attacks are at disadvantage.
Yep. And you know what? She's gonna try. Oh, did we lose Auntie?
Nah, I think he's still here.
Okay. Everything blinked on my end. My bad. And she's gonna make an investigation check to try and grab the things you pocketed earlier.
Okay. I'm going to try and fight her off.
So I'm gonna just make that a sleight of hand roll. Let's go with versus her investigation.
Okay, this is gonna go great. Oh! Why, yes it is. Yes, it is gonna go great. I got a natural 20.
Yeah.
I did not anticipate that.
That'll work.
Okay. So
As she sort of
Ragnar's
is reaching
flailing.
and trying to ruffle through your
Get off!
chest pocket,
Right.
and you are just flailing, even while restrained, making this very hard for her.
Every combat eventually devolves into a grappling match.
Yeah. Yeah, especially when the objective is not necessarily to kill you.
Right, just to take my shit.
Yeah, your turn. If you'd like, you can make a strength save to try and get out, or you
I
can
would
just make-
not like. I will first make my spiritual weapon attack. For 9 points of force damage.
Wow. She still has hit points, technically.
Okay. And then I will make my 2 disadvantage-y
Alright, go for it.
Sunblade attacks. Sunblade with Divine Favor. 27, I assume, hits.
Jesus Christ.
For 16.
And she's out. So yeah,
Let me
as
guess.
she is sort of reaching, trying to grab something from you, you just sort of bring the sunblade up, jabbing it into her gut, and she falls back, at her forearm icing over, seeming to be her innate magic attempting to preserve herself as the water of the arena starts to proceed and the cold of around you proceeds as well. You're no longer restrained.
Okay. He'll do
Yeah.
he'll do a ring walk with his sword up around her triumphantly, and then he'll
And
remember.
again, the tragic maiden fails just when it seemed she had all the advantages.
Oh, I'm the heel. I'm the heel.
You are.
Can you be the heel if no one knows what the fuck you're doing? Sure.
Technically, yes. You very frequently can, from what I understand.
You just have to be battling the face.
Right. FEY-CE in this case.
Ragnar takes some psychic damage.
And Jeremy is ashamed of me. And then sort of as an afterthought, I go and like pick up the blue stick, and I'm like, I've got all 3.
Yep. Well, knocking your opponent unconscious was the other victory condition.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because people can teleport sticks out of this reality with a fair amount of reliability.
So it's like,
No one can win.
boop, they're all gone. So we'll call it a draw.
I do have to say I am extremely disappointed that none of the fights that we've seen so far, at least that has been specified, have been where a Fae or whoever has put something in the ring where upon their death they explode in a if I can't win, neither can you situation.
Mutually assured destruction.
You have not seen that yet. There is some teams that haven't lost yet. Well, actually, no, there's one team that hasn't lost yet. And both of you. Click clack, is there something you need to tell me about your item selection?
Nope.
For the final between you and Ragnar.
Apparently, I'm not allowed to replenish my bomb.
That's some bullshit.
Would you want to be able to replenish your enemies to replenish their healing potions?
If I could replenish my bombs, hell yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure his
Well,
bombs
the
do
tournament
more
people think
damage.
That would make it less interesting and less destructive. So, Ragnar, you who are led off the field, and the announcer starts up some cries, but we're gonna head to break right now.
All right. We are going to break. We will see you all in a bit.
things to work quite as well as I would.
And we are back.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Breakverse, where Ragnar, as you head out, the announcer sort of catches you by the arm. Note, but wait now, we've got some finals to contend with, and you're going up first. Click clack, you're also notified that you are up next.
So I do.
Okay.
So I take it that I do not have time for a short rest.
No, you do not.
Okay. Well, I still haven't used my health potion, so all right then.
But as that is happening, up in the stands, Carsey, I believe you're just watching closely and cheering against Click Clack with the rest of the crowd, or against Ragnar.
Not so much this one, just watching. I was mostly cheering against him to inspire him to greater heights.
All right. Scott, I believe you were
Carsey is
trying
the
to
best
be sure you
shipmaker.
got in your short rest and
Correct.
just breathing deeply, even with all of your restoration, you feel like you've been through a lot compared to your normal routine today.
Yes.
Um,
I am still a bit hurt. So
yeah. Yeah. So is there anything you wanted to do while that's happening?
Well, have I gotten in a short rest yet or no?
Yeah, you got one in during the staring match contest.
Awesome. And let me roll my hit dice. Barbarian hit dice. Thank you. Ooh, nice.
Actually, can I?
Yeah,
short
you
rest
would
to
have also gotten a short rest. I will let
the team?
the other two know if they show up.
Do one more. Okay, that's a little better.
Oh. Ouch.
Actually, yeah, that's good.
That was a lot of ones.
Yeah, jeez.
This is-
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
I assume I
It
had
tracks.
I'm still a little under, but at least I am feeling a little better. And I can, well, I mean, technically I could do one more. Yeah, I could do one more. I'll do one more. This time I'll do my cleric one, because why not? Hey, look at that. Now I'm back up to full. Thanks, cleric. Okay. Sweet.
And oh, now you tell me that didn't upload properly. Scott, as you're resting and sort of, you're kind of watching the match, you're kind of trying to catch your breath. You end up flipping through your journal that you just keep in your bag, sort of absently trying to distract yourself, because you know that focusing on the pain potentially means re-aggravating the wound, not room. And you flip to a series of pages that you do not recall having written, the sort of the most recent thing in this book. Good portions of it are missing or illegible. It's in a mix of Elven, Common, and some language that you're not able to read. But you do find a strange series of words and ramblings. It's distinctly your handwriting, if a probably less legible form of it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna add that to your journal now. This, for clarification, is the stuff that is legible. There's pages and pages. This is just what can be read, sort of condensed.
Okay, cool.
The parts that are bold are clearly emphasized in the writing, though you have no idea by what mechanism they came to be so. But yeah, that is a thing that... Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay.
Right. So Aaron, Ragnar's outside the ring right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Since he's outside the ring, and there has been no instructions given as to what you can do outside the ring, only about what you can take with you into the ring, he's downing as many healing potions as he can before he gets back in.
So it was specifically communicated that you had a limited total amount of resources to bring with you during the fights, and you're being kept in the arena area for that reason.
All right. Never mind then.
If you want to do it anyway, no one's monitoring you actively.
Yeah, okay. No,
But-
he's... Yeah. No, he'll hold that.
That is against not just the spirit, but the text of the rules, if that
Okay,
matters
yeah.
to you.
Well, it's the Feywild, so the spirit of the rules doesn't matter. Only the text. But if it's against the text of the rules as well, then he will adhere to the text of the rules.
Yeah. I mean, the spirit of the rules may very well be a living entity.
That's true.
Feywild.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's fair.
But Ragnar and Click Clack, you head in from the alternate sides of this arena, and you see a number of small to medium-sized animals. There's a goat. There's a crab. There's a horse, a cat, a toad. Sorry, for some reason the stuff I have here is not quite accurate. This sort of random collection of various creatures. And the announcer explains, for the finale, we have a bit of an interesting situation.
It's an eating competition.
It's a Pokemon fight.
I mean, so in the game, actually speaking, you can have a Pokemon fight that's an eating competition.
That's true, I suppose, probably.
It's not just like subtext. There are actual arenas where you compete in Pokemon battles to eat more things. I have a weird amount of knowledge about these games.
I think you have an acceptable amount of knowledge about these games. Okay. Here's a little barnyard menagerie.
Yep. So you have the options. This will be a fight between two challengers who have fought their way here, but it will also be a test of their ability to fight with others and preserve their ally. Each will select one of the creatures here as their ally. Should their ally fall, or should they fall, they will lose.
Okay.
They might choose to agree to only fight as between their allies, or they may choose to fight each other as well. But you have the options of a bear, a toad, a tiger, a goat, or a spider. You each get to select from those.
Goat!
Tiger!
Okay, wait. Can you say those? Put those in chat or one more time?
Bear, toad, goat, tiger, and spider are your 4 options.
Tiger!
Black is picking a goat, and Ragnar is picking a tiger.
I'm a raven. I am contractually obligated by Norse mythology to pick a goat.
Yes, you are, sir. I am very proud of you, sir.
You know, I'm not sure what... There are dwarfs in Norse mythology. I don't recall any dwarf tiger stories. Yes, Kat. Was there something you wanted to ask?
That's a weird combination of things. Trying to figure out. Interesting.
And... Jeremy, yours should be assigned. And Ragnar
Is it a full-grown tiger or is it a baby tiger?
seems to be about mid-size.
It's a juvie tiger. Okay, cool.
I do not see.
Is it going to be under the NPCs?
It's going to be just at the top of your library,
Okay.
and yours should say tutor. And Jack has his name the wrong way round, or a different way round in Roll20, so it's harder to Google him. Or not Google. It's harder for the insufficient non-Google search engines to find Jack's name in the player list.
His name has been fixed.
Has it now? I am loath to investigate. I can't see his name.
Absolutely fair. I do need to set these to roll for everyone, huh?
I love it when it rolls
The
five
one
and
time
wants
that
to
I-
reset.
Yeah. The one time that I need them not to automatically roll silently.
I am not going to try to pronounce it, but it is the one for teeth grinder.
I can't see the name, but I believe you, and that's great.
Yep.
Tangyelster, I think, or something similar. Tangyelster? Something like that. But yeah. Tooth grinder. Odin's
Yep.
raven and Thor's goats.
All right. Dear Roll20, it's great that you now have tokens for everything. It'd be awesome if those showed up.
It is 10 Yoster.
10 Yoster. Alright. The other one's 10 Grisner, I think. Something like that.
So.
Yeah.
And he
And
generally
we may have to pause a bit while Jack rearranges some character things.
Oh, is Steph here?
Steph is here now.
Hey! Just not in Skype yet. Okay. When that happens, I will bring her camera in.
Yep. Great. Yep. So, you both have creatures.
Wow, that's a
That's
big goat.
apparently fucking cute, given the image size native issues. Is anyone else getting a camera error?
Yes.
Yes.
Also getting a camera error. Don't think the camera's on yet.
Cool.
It's working?
We can hear you.
We can hear you, but we don't have any image yet.
Okay.
Yep.
I will leave the call and come back and see what's going on.
All
Okay.
right. Sorry about that.
Hey, technology grand.
Gotta love it. Rawr, dogger.
You should both have control over your creatures.
Yes.
Great. So, I feel like I've given you guys enough time to think about how you want to start approaching this. Perhaps, maybe not.
Ragnar's gonna just wave over it, click clack. Everybody in? Or just the beasties?
Or just yourselves, that's also an option.
Oh, Ragnar does not consider that a valid option.
Aw.
Ragnar wants to fight with some animals.
Uh,
It's gotta be a quick goddamn fight.
I'm at half health, you dumbass.
I know.
Click Clack, you can tell that Ragnar's pretty beat up, and you know he didn't have any chance to rest or anything. You also have a decent assessment of the relative capabilities of your animals.
I still don't know what's going on.
Huh.
You guys are probably you've been playing a while, so don't let me interrupt. I can restart and see what happens, or I can play with just voice. It's up to you guys.
If you go into are you on Windows or Mac, Steph?
Windows.
Go into your tools and options for your camera.
Okay.
In Skype.
Mm-hmm.
When you go down to the video settings, I assume it's called that or something similar, what do you have there?
Let us see.
This week in Breakverse, tech issues.
Yes.
Again.
Every week in Breakverse.
Every week in Breakverse.
There's definitely an issue. My camera isn't working on anything else either.
Okay.
So-
Is there a webcam settings button for you?
No, that I know of, but I can see here. Should not be happening with this relatively new computer, but hey.
I mean, restarting might be the quickest solution.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds
Sorry
good.
about that.
We'll see you in a bit.
Time.
In the meantime, what is Click Clack saying?
Click Clack just pulls out his sword.
Okay.
And yeah, you both know that the fight will end when the first of your animals goes down.
Yeah.
And both of you find that you have the ability to command this creature as though you have known each other for a long time.
Okay.
So,
Are they going to roll?
jump off a cliff, that's going to require a check, but
Right. Are they going to move on
standard command should not
our
be.
initiative or their own?
They're going to roll their own initiative.
Okay.
Okay.
But
God damn it. Oh, I might be going sooner than the goat.
Yes, you are beating the goat. The goat has a dex of 11.
Whoops.
That might be a weird choice of words.
oh, is your thing rolling Jam Whisper?
Oh yeah, mine is.
Ah, oops.
Yeah, it's on always whisper rolls. Try this again.
There you go. That should be better.
Okay. Still not putting it into the initiative tracker.
No, it wouldn't. Unfortunately. Externally. Oh, that's why. Maybe.
Curse you, roll 20!
Yep. And the tiger does actually have an 11 because that is what Jack rolled privately. Okay. So. Click clack, you're going first. What do you think you want to do?
Come at me, bro!
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Dash, bonus action dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What a fuck. And he's gonna chuck chuck his dagger
Okay.
At who?
at you.
Okay. Figured.
You probably have less hit points than the tiger.
That is fair.
26
That hits.
for 8 piercing damage.
Ow. Mother bitch.
And that is everything for me.
Okay. Ragnar?
Okay, let me see here.
Please tell me the tiger only has a 40-foot.
It does have only has a 40
Good.
foot. But that's
That
okay.
excites me.
He's going to go engage the goat anyway. Actually, no. Actually, yes. Okay. So the tiger will spend his entire turn getting up to the goat.
Okay.
Ragnar is going to cast Hold Person on Click Clack.
It's a wisdom save, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
God damn it!
Yes!
10.
That does not beat my spell save DC of 16.
After all, a natural 18.
You can
Beat
do
it.
that. You are very capable of doing that.
This is me.
I know.
You specifically asked for a lower ability score than you rolled.
I did. I absolutely did.
And he will move his 25 feet, and it is the goat's turn.
Alright, this is gonna be fun. Rotinoster is going to is a terrible
I cannot wait for this to happen.
this is gonna go so poorly. Keep running in the hopes that at some point I make my wisdom save. No. 5, 10, 15.
Opportunity attack.
As a reminder, these animals can use the full range of standard things, so if you wanted to
Yes.
disengage, you could.
Disengage requires an action.
It does, yes.
Go ahead and opportunity attack.
Okay. I assume a 19 hits for 9.
Okay.
Okay. Please tell me the goat is going to charge Ragnar.
Fuck yes. Please, nat 20. Please, nat 20. That is not a
That is a miss. Bang! Right into the breastplate. And Ragnar flexes the goat off.
Hold on. 30.
I totally just had this image of a goat just running at Ragnar, hitting him, and bouncing backwards.
Yeah.
And then I make a wisdom saving throw, you asshole.
Yes, you do. Ho!
Great, now I get to watch my goat die.
All right. So it's the tiger's turn. Hey, look, that's at least 20 feet straight towards a creature. Boom. All right. Gonna try and hit it with a claw attack. 4 slashing damage.
Okay.
The goat has to make a DC 13 strength save. It does. Well done,
It
goat.
says, fuck you, tiger.
All right. 2 attacks. With the Sunblade. Let me get to the right page where I exist. Boom. 19 to hit.
It was a noble goat. It was such a noble goat.
Pumping a Divine Smite into this one.
It has 6 hit.
17 hit point. 17 radiant damage on the first attack. Don't worry, he's not done yet.
Yes, he
Unlocked.
is. It's actively dead.
30 radiant damage on the second attack.
You see a tiger sort of run into your goat, trying to hold it down and not succeeding. But then Ragnar ignites his blade and just sears this thing to ash. There are little goat bits.
Ragnar is really embracing being the heel. Like, he's loving this.
As people yell in kind of dismay, because honestly, Click Clack made the crowd fairly engaged in the previous fight. As you picked a goat and he picked a tiger.
Like that was going to matter anyway.
Yeah. Well,
That's fine.
And I have my tiger make a bow. In all 4 directions.
yeah.
I
And the two
play it up
creatures.
and look utterly devastated and fall to knees and
Sob over remains of goat. And
As the announcer picks up, and we have our champion.
Carsey boos. I wasn't going to, but it's just like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
Ragnar's attempting a level of showmanship. But he understands that he is not the crowd favorite.
No, far from it at this point. You won your first match by being cheap. Hey, Steph.
Hey! And we're back. Alright. Well, while there's some denouement, I will change all the cameras.
Yep. So Ragnar,
bastard.
looking back, you really didn't play to the crowd in any of your matches.
Nope.
Even your initial, even your prelims, you were pretty pragmatic about.
I was.
And now you just butchered a goat. So,
Then
congratulations.
Yoster had a family, you bastard.
Yep. And you take your championship. You're informed that you will be able to request your boon after the completion of the second match. The the finals for the individual, or the finals for the team tournament.
Cool.
Click clack. Eventually, at some point, you leave the arena proper. And you see, sort of waiting for you a little ways outside of the exit in the, essentially private area for the competitors, that woman that Ragnar beat previously with, Sylvia, is sort of sitting on one of the benches. There's a slight condensation and frost to everything around her, and she looks up as you enter. Did you obtain victory?
Meh.
Me as well. But you know him, the dwarf that won? Listen, you need to convince him to give me that boon. I don't have any time left. I try every time there's a tournament, and every time I'm close, but I don't have any time left to wait.
God damn it, somebody's gonna make an emotional, heartfelt plea.
Okay?
Please, it's my wife. I made a mistake, and I need her back, and I don't have the power to turn her back myself, and I can't risk placing her in debt to do it, so I need to win. Or at least I need to receive the boon so that I can ask for her to be restored. If you'd like to figure out what she's talking about, you are free to roll me an Arcana check.
Okay.
With advantage, because you saw the last fight.
22.
With her saying this, it does click that she is an ice maiden. These are traditionally creatures of snow. They're thought to have captivating beauty, but also the ability to, like, ensnare people and all of that.
Right.
Not exactly a Yukiona. Interestingly, that is a different creature in this setting. Yeah. So likely some kind of magical curse is at least what she's saying.
So I will repeat back her. Restored.
I always hunger. It's the nature of my form, but when I was with her, it was fine. I was fine. We were together and everything was excellent, and we were, but she was mortal, and she told me she could handle it. She told me she'd be safe, and for years she was fine, and I gave her everything, every protection, every blessing that I would amount with my own meager power. But I lost her. I got too confident, too complacent. And I took from her something that I cannot give back on my own. I know that the dragons can do it.
Insight.
Go ahead.
Hope it did not have it. That did not have 15.
Oh. Okay. 15 or?
15, yeah.
Okay. As far as you can tell, she seems completely honest. And really desperate.
He reaches out, puts a hand on her shoulder.
Oh, that hand's gone.
I'm sure.
It's cold, but no, your hand is not eroded away.
Just as a pat, and turns to.
She just goes back to where she was, hopeful but not expecting anything. Alright, so as this is happening, the rest of you are led out for your own final match. The bits of goat have seemingly been either magically cleaned up or never truly there to begin with.
I mean, it's just somebody coming out with a broom and a dustpan to sweep up.
It's that game where you squirt monster bits. You're the guy who cleans up after the FPS sci-fi game.
Oh, yeah.
Viscera cleanup to tail.
Not that you see from the stands at any point, though at this point you are also heading down for your match. As I have one where all of the character sheets may be worked. Except for, the icons that are in Roll20, I have access to them. But nope. Yeah, so is there anything you guys want to do, preparatory conversation plans as you're heading down to the arena?
Would there have been enough time for Ragnar to go find them between the end of his match and the beginning of... Alright. So Ragnar...
You meet in the hallway.
Yep.
But, yeah.
So Ragnar comes up. Alright, lasses. So, we've got one boon already. If we can get a second one, I've got some ideas for this first one that we might be able to outfit ourselves with it a bit, with some of the equipment we can find hereabouts in town. So, I'll bookmark this one that I've got for the Father of Wolves if you don't win. But if we do, then I'm thinking of using it to try and buy some of us some more effective equipment.
Okay. How many do we need to get home again?
Oh, like 7 or 12 or 300 or something like that.
Right.
But you can only use one per
Person.
Right.
per entity.
Okay.
And do you have any tactical advice?
I haven't seen who you're going up against, so I'll leave it to your own keen insights.
Don't lose.
What he said. Also, you're fighting giants, so you might want to...
Sorry.
No, it's
my
fine.
bad.
I would.
So, you're fighting giants, so go for the Achilles. Take him out at the ankles.
So I watched these guys in the last round, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Is there anything that I'd be able to pick up to try and focus
So-
on?
They all seem to be drow. Ignore the character icon. They all seem to be drow. There's definitely one that is very accomplished and two that are decently powerful but significantly less so. And while you did watch them in a staring contest, you did pick up on that the powerful one seems to be a celestial of some variety.
Ooh.
Or at least has very celestial-like abilities. I guess you wouldn't necessarily be able to definitively tell.
So send Alisar at that one, see if he can seduce him, and go from there.
Okay, I was kidding. Is that one icon supposed to be large? Because I think that would give away that they are potentially not a drow. They are
Sorry,
10 feet
no,
tall.
none of the icons were supposed to be large. Unfortunately, Dear Roll20, especially because there's limited amounts of space in your servers for people to upload images. The images you have specifically for various creature types should just be accessible. I shouldn't have to re-upload them.
Point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Carsey, did you indicate that there seemed to be a celestial?
He's just going to say there's one that's significantly more of a target than the others.
But
Did
you
you
don't
have
say-
any distinguishing armor or anything like that?
The biggest, most burly of them. The other two seem powerful, but mostly dexterous.
The one in the giant armor seems to have some touch of the divine about him. I would tend to focus on that if we can.
Was there something Wolfina would like to do with that information?
Well, I speak celestial,
Okay.
so I'll be kind of sizing up the one that I think might be unusual and trying to think of anything that I could say that might throw him off.
Roll me an insight roll. Or religion, your choice.
Oops. Where did the little thing go? $13.
With a 13, you don't have any snarky comments that come to mind, but there is a level of certainty that this is specifically an evil creature. Especially for the more magical races, that can be very clearly defined and intrinsic to it. To a creature's nature. You're fairly certain this one is evil.
Okay.
Also,
Yeah.
I will clap Alistair on the shoulders. Aldrich.
Huh?
The big guy that's
Spot
going to
on.
the arena.
Uh,
Whatever you can do to distract or remove him from the fight would be appreciated.
We're going into a fight? I think I understand that one. And he gives you a wink, and I'm not gonna try and do Navarin's accent appropriate sound. Or whatever. He makes suggestive noises.
Yes,
Yes,
he does.
exactly.
Sounds about right.
Why is Sylvester's token always slightly bigger than it should be? Okay. There we go. And so, as you get into the arena, in front of you is, and Jack, I'm a little curious how you predicted this, large trays of various kinds of food, fruits, vegetables, clearly recently cooked meats. There's lots of pots and pans, two fireplaces set on, if Roll20 would behave.
I mean, this was.
Yep. That was all
I'm the
Jeremy.
one who said it was an eating contest.
Yeah, that was all Jeremy. I'm the one who said Pokemon. Because I was trying to play to the GM.
Okay. So I'm curious why you're both hacking my brain, but we'll get into that later. It's not necessarily an eating contest. The
Is it
announcer.
a food fight?
Yeah!
It's a food fight.
The announcer will. Today, we have helped to start preparing some of the most delicious and delightful of dishes. But this is a tournament with a tricky side. These finalists have made it far, proved their mettle and their cleverness. But they must now prove they can survive. They may not raise their weapons or spells to each other, but they must force a concession or successfully craft the more skillful, more delightful, delectable meal. The three drow look at each other, completely flummoxed by this.
Uh-huh. So it's Great British Bake Off is what we're having right now?
Whichever food competition you choose to insert is your own pop culture reference. Any resemblance to actual television is entirely... I watch far too much of it.
Coincidental.
I have guidance.
Good to
Use
know.
guidance.
Yeah.
Over
Okay.
and over and over.
Just chain casting guidance. Ba-doop.
I was gonna say, you and me both, darling. You and me both.
There we go.
So, just for clarification, because I think I had a minor hiccup in Sky, we're not allowed to use weapons or spells.
Yeah.
Against
You may not
on
raise
others.
your weapons or spells against each other. Though,
Against each other.
Yes.
and he's striking a blade aids or magic that interferes with attacking the other competitors will be penalized 10 points from your final score. Each meal you create will be scored from 1 to 5. 1 and 4, well, you made something that's technically food. 5 for a delightful meal. Our judge will be me because I wanted food and I managed to convince the competition to let me do this.
Oh my
That's
fucking
beautiful.
god.
The judge will be me because I have the munchies. I've smoked so much weed in preparation for this tournament, and now I need to eat everything.
I love it.
Yeah.
All
He
right.
hasn't
I
had a
have my
lunch break.
Ragnar immediately begins plotting how he can incorporate the announcer and master of ceremonies into the army and have him as a follower as well. Or her. I can't remember.
Him for the announcer, her for the lady who's actually in charge and
Right.
is all serious.
Okay, yeah. I want the announcer. The organizer can pound sand for all I care.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Oh boy, this is going to be stupid.
But 10-point penalty for attacking the other competitors directly, at which point they will be allowed a free reprisal attack. 1 weapon or spell they may use without penalty as the other consequence of raising your blade where it's not wanted.
Okay. You said what kind of foods were available? Like all sorts of
Fruits,
stuff?
vegetables, meats. There's a large spread of basically anything you could want. And as you look around, noticing that there's some ingredient missing that you need, it seems like the reality of the food shifts in front of your vision, providing the raw ingredient that you were missing.
Also, there might still be some goat left.
Nice.
No, that's
You literally
That disappeared.
turned it into ash.
Blackened
I mean-
feywild goat is a delicacy.
Orbit.
I do like my steaks well done, but that's a little bit much.
But yeah, no. There is no more goat. They managed to remove that.
Okay.
Sorry, Steph. This is something that I can't really provide context for because
That's
I don't
okay.
quite understand how it happened.
Ragnar is a goat murderer. That is all you need for context.
Okay. So,
Okay.
just to give you guys a second to think about how you want to approach this,
I'm
Ragnar and
ready to
Click
go.
Clack, I assume you both have gone to watch the match?
Oh, yeah.
Or-
Yep.
Alright.
So yeah, Ragnar will just if he can find Click Clack, he will force there to be an empty seat next to him and sit down. Well done, lad. There's just a finger.
Yeah.
There is just a middle finger for the moment. But it's not an angry.
Ragnar will grin irrepressibly and just drape an arm around his shoulder. And watch and see. Oh, this is gonna be grand. Can't wait to see what sort of scurmuffin they make of all this shite.
I feel like these two should start smoking pot now. Preparation
Right.
for attacking the food before the announcer can eat.
Yeah. The announcer will and begin.
Are we rolling initiative?
Why the hell not?
Because otherwise I do have something just straight off the bat that I'm doing.
No, we're gonna mostly because I feel like it will make it easier to keep track of things. We will roll initiative.
This is going to be very interesting. natural 20 on initiative.
Scott might not know how to cook, but she is really eager to get started.
Hey, she made meals on the ship.
Yes, she has. She does have some experience. This is true.
All right. Despite there being 2 natural 20s in initiative because the drow rolled well, Scott, you're the first person to have an impulse to act. Are you talking, baking, something?
Okay. So he just basically wants, like, an amazing meal. So, Scott is immediately...
Do as many meals as you managed to do in the time frame that you weren't told about.
Right. She is immediately going to go over and grab as many different fruits that she thinks would taste good together.
Okay.
As she can.
Fruit salad!
Successfully acquire an armload of fruit.
Yep. She's going for fruit salad, because it's quick, it's easy, can't really fuck it up too bad.
Alright.
It's true, it's hard to fuck up a fruit salad.
I think this isn't actually in the box text, but there's also enough dishes for whatever you need to make. Okay. They're gonna spend the first turn huddling, because this was not what they anticipated. They do seem to be starting to grab stuff and discuss it quite fervently, but none of them seem to know what the fuck feywild food should be. Click Clack, being from the Underdark, you do spot them like grabbing various varieties of mushrooms and other things that are probably more familiar to them, if you had to guess. Carsey.
Okay, so, as I said, this is going to be stupid. Bonus action to speed burst. So I'm just going to get it down onto my belly and start sprinting towards them. I would like to try and lay on top of their ingredients.
Sabotage!
Okay.
And
Well,
then cast darkness centered on myself.
You know, there's nothing in that counts as an attack, so yeah, you scoot
There's no
over
rules
to
that
where
say
their
the dog can't play
ingredients are,
basketball.
essentially.
There's no rules
And-
that say it don't.
Pop a darkness spell up. What's the radius on that?
15 foot.
Okay. I believe everyone should be able to see that.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
And it's a darkness aura, so it's
Seems
their
legit.
huddle is quite interrupted at this moment.
That Carsey's a tricksy one, that's for sure.
And if they try to attack me, we get a freebie.
How loud is the crowd right now?
You speak Undercommon, Carsey.
I do not.
Okay, Scott, you hear their discussions change pitch as they're all currently within the darkness. You hear one of them hiss in Undercommon, "If we cook him, is that considered an attack?" He's lying in the ingredients. Seems reasonable enough. Alright.
Carsey's like, I volunteer as ingredient!
I forgot
how loud is the...
Alistar, so he's gonna go now, even though technically he's apparently before Carsey.
Aaron, how loud is the crowd right now?
Moderate levels,
Okay.
not deafening screams, but there's definitely a fair bit of excitement and confusion.
Okay.
He's going to do as he was told. And
Oh no.
he's not stupid enough to wander into the darkness. So he's just gonna wait out here, holding his action for when he sees the main drow.
I like the idea of I'm going to target the food itself with the fireball spell. I'm pre-cooking the ingredients. If Carsey just happens to be there, that's their own fault.
Yeah, unfortunately, none of them have fireball.
And also none of them can see.
No, but fireball isn't so much a targeted thing as a to whom it may concern kind of thing.
Concern.
Yeah. They will all back out of the darkness aura at this point. Still conversing, though. The major one, whose name you may actually be able to see, oops.
I can't.
Yeah. Well, ignore that. It's not important.
Really? I thought I understood beg. Or is that not his name? Okay, never mind.
I don't know how you're seeing that, but that's not the name
No,
of the
I'm just making shit up. Ignore me.
Okay. Whatever. Yeah, he's going to... Actually, none. Heck, he's gonna walk over to Alistar and seemingly say something to him. And they're gonna start talking, because you don't know what about, because Alistar's not here to make all of the sexual jokes.
We assume a minimum of 3.
You're being
But-
low on the scale, but yeah.
Minimum.
Scott, the edge of the place where you are grabbing all this fruit from goes into shadows, and from Carsey, and that would make it Wolfina's turn.
Okay. I am going to take a moment and collect myself. And then I'm looking around at the food and I'm trying to recognize something that maybe I ate as a child back
Okay.
before I got trapped here. Trying to recognize the ingredients, the best thing I can think of. And while I'm doing this, I'm wondering if it's possible to cook food with the sacred flame.
So
But
you've
probably-
tried that one before. It is possible. It's not very high heat, so it takes a little while relative to like a produce flame cantrip, but it is possible. Though make me an intelligence save to remember things.
Okay. $16.
You do remember that the temple where you grew up would make moon cakes, which, like, you're looking around for eggs and dough, things like that. It would be a hard recipe to make on a time frame, depending on what the time frame is. But that would be the first thing that hops to your mind as a tradition.
Okay. I will have that as my thing and then turn and look at everyone and say, what's the game plan?
Ska will turn back as she's, dealing with fruit. I'm making fruit salad.
What quantity?
Are we each individually acting on our own, or are we trying to cohesively do something?
So
I
basically,
don't know, but I'm making fruit salad.
is this a group or an individual grade?
It's a group grade, you know that much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So... So yeah, I'm gonna sit back and think for a little bit, and I will, you know what? I'm gonna approach the person that I think might particularly be a celestial, if I can do that.
Yep.
Because I have something I want to
over
talk
here
about.
talking to Alistar.
Okay. I will use movement and go there.
Okay.
So that's probably my turn.
What percentage of the crowd is now yelling recipe suggestions to the competitors?
A decent amount, though there's also some yelling about making it hard for us to see stupid... there's a lot of frustration with Carsey because not only is that sabotage, which would be fine, but it's sabotage that makes it less interesting.
Ragnar's gonna yell, Sylvester! Start frying steaks!
Yeah. Okay. It is Sylvester's turn. Apparently our Twitch video has frozen. I apologize to those who are watching in format, but as that's being worked on, we're gonna continue because we can still hear things.
Okay. We're working on it.
Yep. We're always working on it. Sylvester will sort of give a sigh, crack his knuckles, and look to Ska. Teamwork seems like a good idea, and head over to where Wolfina is. Just hoping for the group to do something he can help with. Just gonna bring it back to you, Ska.
I am continuing to make fruit salad because I know that I can at least do that.
Make me a survival roll, I guess.
Alright. 15.
Yeah, you're making decent progress. Fruit salad does not take a particularly long time when you're a barbarian.
It's true.
Because you're good with knives and slashing and cutting and smashing and stuff.
Yep. She's trying to make it look, like, pretty and bite-sized.
Okay. If you're trying to make it pretty and bite-sized, make me a... Let's go with sleight of hand.
Alright, I apologize to everybody who has to do the editing or is doing the watching, but the stream is going to go down for a minute while I try and fix OBS.
You do the editing.
Yes, I do. But I mean, I'm
yourself.
apologizing both to myself and for the people who have to upload this to YouTube as well, which is not me. All right, we will be back in just a minute, guys.